Hello everybody, welcome to the Detalles. Nowadays, our lives are so hectic that organization is vital in making life easier. I will suggest some tips on how to contain clutter to get organized. 10 organization tips for your kitchen. My kitchen layout is not traditional. I don't have upper cabinets on the wall. All my storage is either drawers, lower cabinets, or pantry. I have less storage space than most kitchens do. The challenge was to store everything we use in the lower part of my kitchen drawers and cabinets. I will give you some tips on how to organize your drawers and cabinets that will work for most kitchen layouts. Tip number 1. Prioritize. Start by choosing one cabinet or drawer at a time. It will be easier to tackle. Tip number 2. Empty and clean drawers and cabinets. Empty your cabinets for easy cleaning. I like to use a small vacuum to get to all corners. Wipe and add liners to the cabinets to protect the wood from scratching. Also, drawer liners grip the china and plastic containers nicely and keep dishes from sliding into each other. Tip number 4. Categorize. Divide your kitchen items into categories. For example, there are several types of utensils. Frequently daily use items versus occasional use items. Sort into groups. Silverware, utensils, spice packets, gadgets, etc. One of the most important things for me is to have everything in arm's reach when prepping and cooking my meals. I set up jars to hold my spatulas and wood spoons for cooking nearby. These are the items that I use the most. Tip number 5. Identify your storage needs. Make an inventory of your items and needs before you rush out to buy stackable bins and drawer organizers. Measure the inside of drawers, cabinets, or shelves you're working on to determine how much space you have for containers and dividers. Be sure to measure the maximum height, width, and depth in your cabinets. Proper measurements will ensure that you will be able to close any drawers and/or doors. Be creative and break the rules. For instance, use a wooden plate rack to organize plastic lids. One of the things I disliked the most in my kitchen organization was my spice drawer. What bothered me the most was all the different containers and colors. I wanted the drawer to look beautiful, more uniform. It looked disorganized and cluttered. The solution was to get clear storage containers to help with the visual clutter. I got different sizes of containers and got the same labels for each of them for a cohesive look. I love how the drawer liners give the containers some grip and clean look. I originally labeled the spices with beautiful labels on their fronts, But drawer storage has a limitation of always looking down in rather than front facing as it will be in an upper cabinet. So I had to make new labels for the top of the spice jars to easily be read from above. Tip number 6. Make it beautiful. Use beautiful containers to store food items and utensils to add visual interest to your kitchen. Place fruits inside unusual containers to add color and interest. Tip number 7. Color coordinate containers. Don't buy everything the same. Notice that all my containers are different but look great together. Coordinate your colors without matching all storing containers and bins. It will look more interesting and less boring. By using glass jars and clear plastic containers, you can see what you have and if you are running low on a favorite seasoning or spice. Tip number 8. Stretch your cabinet space. Place pans and pots on top of another using a liner to prevent scratches. Hang a towel bar or curtain rod to hold some of your cookware. Use hooks to hold light items and decorative pieces like a basket or plant. Tip number 9. Maximize your countertop. By keeping your paper towels, brushes, and cleaning supplies under the sink, your counter space will look clean and organized. Tip number 10. Keep small appliances hidden when possible. If you have the luxury of having extra cabinet space, allocate an area for your microwave and other small appliances. Make a beautiful space by creating efficient storage. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Until next time, thank you for watching.